Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am Moltrap, and welcome to the MSL Finals, Zero versus Flash. This is going to be super exciting, in case you didn't know. The MSL Finals, yes, I know I haven't been doing very many Brood War commentaries, but come on, man, this is Zero, my homeboy, my man, Zero, my favorite player, is here in the finals, facing off against Flash, the best Terran ever, here in the finals. This is going to be totally awesome. We're going to get started here in just a moment, or the games are going to get started. I am screen capping this off YouTube, so I apologize if there are any quality issues. Some of them are not my fault. I couldn't get a hold of the VODs quickly enough, and this intro is pretty cool, by the way. Anyway, yeah, so Zero, there are the two players right now, Flash, Leon Ho, Zero, Kim, I forgot his whole name, dang it. Anyway, it just said it, but I actually got to go and cheer Zero on in person when I was in Korea. That was really awesome. If you guys happened to watch his games against Calm, and there was a sign that some guy held up that said #1 fan from USA, that was me. I was there. I helped cheer him on to victory in the round of, I believe, 8, which was one of the steps that he took to get here to the finals. And here we go, game 1 starting on the map Monte Cristo. Zero is starting as the white Zerg, I believe that was, in the top left-hand corner. And Flash is going to be the brown Terran on the bottom right-hand corner. And Flash, of course, basically the best Terran ever to play the game. He is just an absolute monster. He already has won 3 MSLs at this point, and 2 OSLs plus a OSL Silver plus a whole slew of other stuff. He is such a dominant player. He is definitely, I think, there's no more doubt that he can be called one of the most accomplished players of all time. Flash has just absolutely been dominating for the last few years. There's only been a few people that have been able to really stop him at all. Jaedong being one of them, of course. But Jaedong did not make it to the finals here. Zero did. My man Zero, I am so hoping that Zero, against all odds, is going to be able to take out a win here against Flash. Excuse me. He is definitely the underdog, but Zero managed to get all the way to the finals. Is an extremely strong player. Now, most of the time when these two guys have met in the past, Zero has lost their games. And oh, little drone going over here on the side. Not sure what he's doing. Might have been thinking about setting up an expansion in a hidden location. Might have also been checking for proxies. A couple more drones are going to come out here as well to try and intercept that SCV. The SCV does get by. I'm not sure what Zero's planning on doing with all these random drones all over the place. Okay, it looks like that one drone was just scouting. That first drone was just running across the map to scout, looking for proxies, and it's going to go ahead and go into Flash's base and try and get a scout off in his main base there. It looks like Flash actually, this map is Monte Cristo. It's got a small choke, and then an expansion, and then a wide ramp. So it looks like Flash might be thinking about, no, he's actually going for the command center first. Actually, command center first. I don't think he even made a barracks, which is probably going to prompt Zero to go for a third hatchery before spawning pool if he hasn't already put his spawning pool down, which we're going to find out in a moment if he has. And I wish I knew what these guys were saying. Yeah, no spawning pool down for Zero, so he's probably going to put down a third hatchery in his main base before he continues, because he doesn't need that spawning pool immediately, because Flash has gone for CC first. There's no way he can put any pressure. Look, actually putting down that third hatchery in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Very risky by Zero, putting it all the way out there, and Flash finally building his barracks in his main base. This is actually this game is going to be definitely a macro game. Basically, both players opting to just go for heavy macro in the early game, and this is, oh, the drone gets an SCV kill with no Marines around to chase it around. There's no way that he can really attack that drone. It can just run around in circles and escape the SCVs. Brilliant move there, and it looks like that drone is still alive. One kill. It's trying to go after that SCV, trying to get another kill. A second SCV has had to have been pulled. I don't know if that makes enough sense grammatically, but anyway, he's pulled another SCV to try and deal with that drone, who's still harassing that SCV down to 20 hit points. Drone down to 8 or 9 though. Excuse me. Oh, goes in for kind of a dive, trying to get that one last kill, and dies itself, but the Marine was going to kill it anyway, so might as well go in for the attempt. I guess he could have run it out of there, but anyway, the third base is going to finish down the bottom left. Flash scouts it. He knows it's there. He knows that there's not a third hatchery in Zero's main, so he knows that bottom left base is going to be very, very vulnerable to any fast pushes, and this is going to be, let's see, Marine's coming out now, factory being built as well. Zero's going to have to get some tech here pretty soon. In addition, Flash is already getting a lot of gas. He's got, well, gas from one gas mine at least. I don't think he's gotten the second gas mine. Finally, some Zerglings coming out for Zero, and the lair morphing as well. But the Zerglings are not, wait, maybe they are going to catch this SCV. Is he going to get the SCV? No, he's not going to catch the SCV. He's just going to run them out to the front. SCV spots the lair, so Flash is at least somewhat on top of Zero's timings now. This is so crazy. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. Flash, he's just such a strong player. I'm really, I was just going back to, I was talking before about how I really want Zero to win. Flash is, of course, the favorite here, but Zero, he's shown some really creative play before. I think he has what it takes to come in here and take out Flash in the finals, but usually, I mean, Flash in the finals is just super, super difficult. It's really, really going to be a close game. Zero prodding in here with some Zerglings just to see what's going on. That SCV's fine. Well, actually, down only 25 hit points. And Starport already up for Flash, which is interesting. I don't know if we've even seen an academy at this point. He might be going for some kind of mech play. I'm not really sure. I'd have to get a better look at Flash's base. SCV sneaks in here. Is it going to get all the way in? It does not get all the way in. It does see the second gas, though. For Zero. Zero's mining this bottom left base now as well a little bit. He's still got a couple of drones idle there. And let's see here. More barracks. Starport. He must have an academy somewhere. There's, okay, never mind. There's the, okay, he does have an academy. He's researching that. And engineering bay going up. And that's going to be perfect timing. If Mutalisks come out, he's going to be able to get turrets up just barely in time. Excuse me, Zergling's running in. Just trying to prod, see what's going on at that front door. A few do run by. He's trying to get a scout in. Is he going to block those Zerglings from getting in? And one Zergling gets in. He sees the starport with the control tower. He sees the engineering bay. He sees everything. Beautiful Zergling scout running in, just 2 speed Zerglings and losing them both, but getting a scout in and spotting that there are dropships coming, or well, I mean, possibly science vessels, but he didn't see a science facility, so he's got to be worried about a drop coming now, and this could be really bad for Zero, actually. It's going to be tough for him to deal with. Zerglings need to get back. Zero had the Zerglings on hold position there, so they wouldn't run into the base, but a few of them got killed off before he responded there for just a moment. This is really interesting. So Flash probably going to be going for a drop, I would imagine, a medic marine drop. And yes, for those of you that have been watching my StarCraft 1, whoa! No, it's a Valkyrie! I don't know why I didn't realize that with the armory. I didn't even think what the armory was for. Armory out, so he's making Valkyries, and that is actually going to be really cool. Valkyrie is very strong against Mutalisks. He's probably scanned and seen that Spire by now. Hydrostin is already up, but some Mutalisks are out now. Mutalisks clumping up, gathering up at the bottom left location. Just a single Valkyrie there. He doesn't have any Scourge, though. Is he going to be able to catch the Valkyrie? No! Valkyrie catches the Mutalisk. He has to fall back. Sunken Colony's desperately trying to morph here at the front. The Valkyrie going in, forcing the Mutalisks back, so he can't really micro against these Marines. And it looks like the Valkyrie pushing back all of the Mutalisks. The Marines are able to take out all of this, the forces there at the front. He takes out 1 colony. 2 colonies are left, though, and of course those Valkyries can't do anything there. He's killing off Overlords. There's just a few Marines left, but more Marines charging in from the back. Is he going to get that colony down? I don't know, but there's some Scourge in with those Mutas. He runs in, he lands. Oh, doesn't land the Scourge properly. I think he pulled them back with that group, and oh, Valkyrie's doing so much damage. Is that last Marine with 4 medics going to get the second colony? Yes, it does! Oh my gosh, Zero's defense is in tatters. His bottom left base is basically undefended, and Valkyrie's just floating above his third just in case of anything. There are Mutas counterattacking across the middle of the map. He's got a couple Scourge alongside, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. The Valkyries are out of position, but he's losing this bottom left base, trying to get up the left middle base in the meantime, kind of instead. Mutalisks coming in. There is a Valkyrie coming in. He's got the Scourge on hand. There's no turret there to stop the Scourge. The Scourge are chasing that Valkyrie back. He pulls it back so that the Scourge don't die from Marines. Finally, some more Scourge coming in. That's what he needs. There's more Valkyries incoming. He gets one of the Valkyries. He can't lose the Scourge to the Marines. He does. The other Valkyries come in and absolutely slaughter the Mutalisks, doing so much damage. And this is a horrible time for lag to queue up on my stream. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for the game to queue up and go back. I'm sorry about that. Turns out I was connected to the neighbor's wireless on accident instead of my own wireless, and theirs is not as reliable as mine is. Anyway, so they actually cut out in the middle there, but more Zerglings streaming in here. Finally, he's getting some Zerglings in on the mix, but there's just too many Marines there. The Valkyries have just been doing so much damage, and this is just amazing to see. This is something that, I mean, and there's the GG coming from Zero. Oh man, sorry for the anticlimactic last 30 seconds there with the pause and everything. Flash coming out with game 1, taking an instant 1-0 lead in this finals, and this is the MSL, so it is only a best of 5. So Zero is already way behind in that sense, and he's gonna have to recollect himself and go for game 2 hardcore. Anyway, yeah, so Zero just falling to something that Fantasy kind of busted out for the first time, you know, I guess it's 2 years ago now or something like that, going out with Valkyries and using them against Mutalisks, and they are actually very effective against Mutalisks, as you can see in that game. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that game. Let's go ahead and move on to game 2 of the MSL Finals. Hope you enjoyed it. GG.